Hello, Austin. Let me get your attention up here. Once again, my name's Derek Wilson. I am the chairman of the Texas Young Republicans.
And my name is Cassidy Shanor. I'm the chairman of the Young Conservatives of Texas.
All right, we're here tonight to introduce the best governor in the United States of America. The governor who stood up to the Biden administration's lack of a border policy. I'm sorry, they had a policy. It was let everyone in, and Governor Abbott said no. And the governor who provided Trump the blueprint for securing our nation.
The same governor who has kept our Texas economy booming, bringing jobs, opportunities, and success to every corner of Texas. The same governor who has empowered parents, kept boys out of girls' sports, and who has kicked DEI out of our schools.
The governor who supports law enforcement, cleans our streets of career criminals, and has fought to save Texans from the scourge of fentanyl. Now, I know a lot of you in here, these are young conservatives and young Republicans, so at most up to 40. And we know that our generation is very concerned with whether or not they're going to be able to buy a home or be able to pay for their home. Governor Abbott has a bold new plan to put Texas in charge of property taxes, making it much more affordable to be in this state.
The same governor who wakes up every morning to fight the radical left, to protect Texas, keeping Texas, Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, the governor of our great state of Texas and our friend, Governor Greg Abbott.
That's what it's been like looking at all the election returns tonight. You got to reload. But here's the deal. It was just common sense what we did when you have these dangerous socialist judges in cities, by the way, like Austin, Texas, and Houston, Texas, who let dangerous criminals out on the street, murderers out on the street. And we said we will not let that happen. And I signed a law that will keep those dangerous criminals where they belong, and that is behind bars. Common sense, like the law that I signed that bans Sharia-only cities in the state of Texas, like Epic City. And laws that prevent our foreign adversaries, like China and Iran, from buying land or property in the state of Texas. And like they were talking about, listen, when Joe Biden abandoned the border, Texas had to stand in the breach. And Texas did what no state in American history has done. We built our own border wall and secured our own border and reduced illegal immigration by 85% into the state of Texas. And yes, we did sign a law clarifying what everybody should know. and that is no boys and girls sports in our schools in the state of Texas. This is just common sense. It's not complicated. It's far more common sense and less complicated than my microphone is tonight. I'll tell you that much. But let me put this in context of what happened just yesterday. What happened yesterday is I received a national award where we won the national championship in America for the Governor's Cup as the #1 state for creating new jobs. Y'all, this is a generation. Some of you may be looking for a good job. I'll tell you this fact. There's no state in America that has more job opportunity than the great state of Texas. We ranked #1 for the most new jobs in the past year, #1 for the most new jobs since COVID, #1 for the most new jobs in America since I have been your governor, and we will continue to be the job opportunity state in the United States of America. But that brings us to the point that we're at now, where we are at now between now and November. Listen, this is going to be a battle between common sense versus chaos, where the Democrats seek to dismantle all the gains that we've been able to achieve. Look at what they want to do. They believe in defunding our police. They believe in Joe Biden's open border policies. They want to go back and undermine what we did, and they want to go back and indoctrinate our kids in our schools with DEI, and we are not going to let that happen. Listen, they were talking about affordability. Listen, the last thing that we need in our lives is higher taxes. And yet, that's what all of these Democrats, from the top of the ballot all the way to the bottom of the ballot, they've actually voted to increase your taxes. They voted against our property tax cut. They actually voted for a state income tax. And they voted to tax your retirement savings. That is wrong, and we're not going to let it happen because we are going to keep Texas, Texas. Listen, there's a whole lot at stake in this whole campaign. All of those issues I talked about, but something maybe even more important, and that is your values, about who you are. There's one thing that unites everybody in this room, one thing that unites almost everybody in this state, and that is we believe in God over government. We know that in Texas, freedom is worth fighting for, and we know something else. We know that it actually means something to be a Texan. And we are going to stand for what Texas stands for, and we are going to fight and unite, and we're going to win this election. With your help, working every single day, we will keep Texas, Texas. God bless you all, and God bless the great state of Texas.